So I signed up for my first ever boxing match. 8 weeks of training to prepare me for this fight. And as you can see, it didn't go too well. But during this event, I learned a few things. Number 1, boxing is tough. Everyone thinks that they can fight until they step in the ring and get hit with a punch. Number 2, cardio. Once your cardio's gone, everything you learn in training goes with it. And number 3, I really want to do this again. So then I thought, what better way to test my skills than to beat up a bunch of random people in virtual reality. So I hopped on Thrill of the Fight 2, and you know what? This game impressed me. When you start landing these combinations, it really starts getting your competitive edge going. And that's when you really start letting your hands go. And when you get them knockdowns, oh, they're amazing. And yeah, at this point here, I don't even know what he's doing. When you start mixing it up, body, head, it's really effective and it feels really clean. And I love the detail that when you land them big shots, you can see the guy's facial expression change, so you know you've hurt him. The guy tries a cheeky little touch gloves right hand, so you know I had to get him back for that one. And then he throws a crazy spinning back fist that whistles past my face.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
So I had to turn him into a human punching bag for that one. And then he used this weird boxing defence I've never seen before, but it's obviously quite high level. And then we just brawled it out the last few seconds of the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner is the red corner.
Yeah, I knew I won that, but 30-23, ouch.
Let's go.
So after a quick water break, we jumped into fight 2, and you know what? This guy was quite good. He had some good fundamentals, he moved his head quite well, and he had a really powerful right hand. About halfway into round 1, I started to figure out his timing and land some clean shots. He then lands 2 solid right hands at the end of the round. So I knew I was behind after round 1, so I came out a bit more aggressive and walked straight into 2 big right hands, putting me down. I tried using my footwork a bit more to avoid his right hand and kept stepping out my boundary and, well, you know, let's just forget that happened. And yeah, we can forget this one too. No need to remember this one. I think it's safe to say that he might have won this round. At this point, I'm exhausted. My punches are sloppy, I'm sweating, and frankly, I'm just defeated. And then this happens. Yeah, at this point, I'm just trying to survive without being knocked out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is the blue corner.
I'm not impressed by your performance.
And neither was I, so I jumped straight into my next fight, and that's when I met the Style Bender. Every time I put this man down, he'd come back again with a new style. Like a double spinning back fist. Where do you learn this stuff? or a double hammer fist. I don't know what style to call this. I think this is Wing Chun. I have no idea.
I've come to talk with you again.
And at this point, I think the guy had just given up. I don't think he had anything left, and he just knew he weren't going to win this fight.
Finish him.
The winner is the blue corner. Box on.
So for this fight, I really wanted to work on my fundamentals, getting my punches sharper, getting my accuracy a bit better, and trying to land them better timed punches. Over my last few fights, one of the things I have struggled with is the distance management. Where I was in standing scale, I couldn't really use my footwork. I had to use the analog stick to get closer to my opponents. Since changing to room scale, I'm finding it much easier to step in and actually land the punches I need to. Because I'm so tired, even when I am landing punches, they're not really doing much damage, and they're just bouncing off his face. At this point here, my opponent started acting like he was winning the fight, so I had to start turning up the pressure, and from here on it turned into a bit of a brawl. I really started to let my hands go and was just throwing combination after combination, and the guy was struggling to keep up with the pace. I hit this guy with so many combinations and so hard that I knocked him out in real life and then knocked him out in virtual reality.
1, 2. Let's fight.
After my dominant last performance, I came into this fight feeling quite confident. And early on into the round, for the first time, I started feeling like I was actually getting outboxed. You know, the guy had better head movement and he was landing cleaner punches than me. I felt like I had to really start turning it up to win this round. I started to realise my straight punches were working on him, but every time this guy got in close, he would let go a 4-5 punch combination, body and head. So I had to try keep him at distance. This tactic was working, and I started catching him more and more with straight right hands and hooks. And then all of a sudden, the guy just quit on me. That's it. Just quit. So after my last opponent quitting, I weren't really in the mood to be playing around, which is all this guy wanted to do. So instead, I just hit him straight in the face. And he didn't seem too happy about that. Because this opponent was quite a bit taller than me, I decided to use the body head tactic that all of my opponents used against me. And it was working quite well. And not long after, I ended up putting him down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And yeah, he quit on me too.
Box on.
So after 2 opponents quitting back to back, I really wanted to get a proper finish or a dominant win on the scorecards. And after that, I felt like this was going to be the fight.
Let's go.
This guy really turned up the pressure after that knockdown, landing a big right hand that stuns me. So I come back with a long combination. At this stage in the fight, my combinations are just flowing, my opponent's not really threatening me with anything. He lands the occasional punch here and there, but nothing that's too concerning. And I'll just get straight back to working on him. I feel like I'm about to get the finish, but I don't want to rush it and walk into a big shot, so I'm trying to pick my punches wisely. And there it is. One more knockdown and I win the fight. And yeah, he quit on me too.
Fight.
You know what, to be fair, after my last 3 fights, I think I needed a hug. Yeah, I definitely needed a hug after them. But blowing me a kiss, no, that's too far. Yeah, I deserve that one. So after being knocked down by the guy who just hugged me in front of everyone, yeah, I thought I needed to step up this round and I landed a few good shots. Knowing last round was a 10-8 round, I really had to keep the pressure on, even if this guy's VR was glitching out. I decided for the last 10 seconds I'm going to go all gas, no brakes, just to try and make sure I win that round.
Time out.
Round 3 starts and I fell for the same trick of punching him after him blowing me a kiss, and he returned with that. I decided to continue with my all gas no brakes technique as it was giving him problems and I kept stunning him and landing these good shots. Keeping the pressure on him seemed to work and I felt like I'd won this round, landing more damage and landing more significant strikes.
Stop.
By round 4 I was completely gassed. This was my 8th fight in one night and I had nothing left in the tank. So my plan was to try to outbox him, outstrike him and keep moving away. I felt like this technique was working well. I could keep catching him with my jab and cross and then moving out of his big power right hand. I felt like I could scrape at least a draw, maybe even win this fight if I won this round, and then this happened. So after that experience, I think I need some more training. So catch me on my next episode and continue to follow along with the journey to watch me train in VR for my next real life boxing match. Thank you for your time.